In this video, we're going to be attempting to make an actually wearable sandal out of Lego. So let's let the challenge begin. I'm going to start things off by taking this white paper here and putting my foot on it. And then with this Sharpie, we're going to trace a perfect outline to have the basic sandal shape. We've got that all traced out now. And the next step is going to be covering all of this with some plates. I'm going to put this down on the desk now. I gathered these bigger plates and we're going to place them on the foot like this. So I'm going to put the smaller ones at the bottom, and then the big one here is going to be at the top. Now we have some empty gaps on the sides here, so I'm going to take some smaller plates, which are just in here, and kind of fill up the space. That's as good as it's gonna get, I think. So now I'm gonna clip everything together and turn it into an actual sandal. I don't have much for tiles since I used almost all of them for these sidewalks that I put in the city. So we'll be using a lot of these printed pieces on the sandal. Okay, so everything is connected now. It doesn't look very appealing, but you know, as long as it works. So the second step is going to be taking some bricks and then kind of elevating the shoe off of the bottom. So we have a bunch of bricks here now. I'm going to flip over the sandal, and then we'll start laying it out on the bottom. The good thing about these bricks is also if I put them between the plates like that, it will add some more structural stability. Okay, so I added a bunch of bricks on the bottom of the shoe, so we'll flip it over now, and it actually looks pretty solid. Like, it doesn't bend too much. Just this, I'll add another plate. There's another plate there. So the whole shoe is pretty sturdy. Now I'm gonna add the lip that actually holds the foot in place. Alright, so for the lip, I have these giant bars, which I used by just stacking these 2x6 Lego bricks. And there are 9 of them so that it clears my foot. So I'm just going to place these in the front. Just like that. It looks very nice. And then for the lip, I have this giant bar, which actually has the Nike logo on it, just so that we have our drip on our sandals. So I'm just going to connect that. And that makes our sandal. Doesn't it look very nice? So, small problem, my foot doesn't actually fit in here. It'd have to go diagonal like that, so we gotta rebuild that. We'll bring it back to the building station. And what needs to happen is we have to expand this part just a bit more out. So I'm gonna take some bricks to do that. So I think what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna take some 2x4s, I'm gonna take 3 of them, and I'll connect that to one of these longer plates. And now I'm just going to take these and I'm going to expand it. Okay, so the expansion is set. And then I'm just going to place this here.
A few moments later.
It's going to have to go on the edge because there's not enough space to put the brick right there. I'll clip that down. And now we're going to put this back on. There. Everything is set in place now. It looks like a very nice sandal, doesn't it? This will be fun to wear. Now it is testing time. I've got a floor laid out here just beside the Lego City, and I'm going to put the sandal down, and we'll see if I can walk in it. My foot fits. Now I'm going to put my body weight on it just to see. It doesn't break, so it's sturdy enough. Now I'm gonna try walking. So surprisingly, the sandal is working. I can even lift my foot into the air and it won't even fall off. So now I'm gonna try running with it. I was barely running, it was more like hopping, but the top thing disconnected. But the shoe didn't really break after that. It was just that came off. Okay, so now I'm gonna try jumping with them. I'm just gonna raise my foot off the ground and then jump. Same thing happened, kind of. The toe thing came off, but I'm surprised about how sturdy this bottom part is. I guess I built it pretty well. But it doesn't really help that the lip is only hanging on by, like, only on the edge studs over there. I'm only connecting it here, if you can see. Just to show you guys how big I actually made the sandal, I'll compare it to parts in the city. So this is what it looks like on top of the museum. So it's about 3/4 of the length of the museum, which is one of the biggest Lego sets, Lego modular buildings available out there. It's wider than the McDonald's, and the McDonald's is featured in one of my older videos, but yes, it is bigger. And while we're here, this is it compared to the Lego City's tram. So, thank you for watching. That was it for the video. I released memberships and super chats and super stickers on my channel. So if you want to help out and support, that would be very appreciated. Thank you for watching. I'll see you guys in the next video.